Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I am doing a tag. Surprise, surprise. Um, it is Dave's tag. I will put his link down below. Most of you probably already know his channel because I do a lot of his tags. I don't see many other tags. I don't think I see Angie's, and I'll do Angie's occasionally as well, but I don't know. So, I'm gonna have to look over here for the questions because I'm just never prepared. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we always so afraid to make a mistake? Why are we afraid to make a mistake if we learn from them? Because they're painful. They're painful. Mistakes are painful. No matter what comes out of them, they're sometimes painful. However, learning from them is great if you can get it through your head that you're learning from a mistake. I, on the other hand, tend to get depressed. I tend to wallow in my own self pity. I don't know. I should have my husband up here telling you what I do. But I mean, I guess it depends on the mistake. But um, I don't think when things are happening at that time we're learning that we know that we're learning from them. I think if I could have that mindset, or we could have that mindset of, okay, this is a really, this is a mistake, and uh, nobody got hurt or whatever. It's uncomfortable. It's time consuming. It's this, that, the other. But at the other end of it, I'm going to learn something valuable. Sometimes, however, I I always say it like hits me in the head like 20 times before I finally get it through my head. Um, with that mistake. But I don't know. I just I'm not always beating myself up or depressed or anything to that effect, but sometimes that's kind of where I'm at. That was a long ass answer, wasn't it? All right. What impact do you want to leave on the world? Well, one of the impacts I want to leave on the world is for mental and chronic illnesses. Some sort of, I don't want to say legacy because that's not the word I want to use, but some sort of to touch somebody's life, to help somebody change their thought process. We can't always change. Uh, we can't change our chronic illnesses or our mental illnesses, really, but sometimes we can alter our behavior, or that might be not the right word, but the way we deal with things, the way we live our life. We can alter them a bit to make things a little bit easier. One of the things I love about doing my YouTube and whatnot is that so many people, and look, I have beginners, I have people who have already been doing art, I have people who do art better than me, and I have a lot of people who are disabled. And the emails and letters, I say this all the time, and I'm not going to go, on my long tangent about it, but the emails and letters that I get of the people that I've helped who will sit down with crayons because they don't have the money to go out and spend to, really facilitate whatever art they want to do. Um, and when I do my random acts of kindness and things like that, if I can help one person and touch, my dog's going to bark. If I can touch one person and help one person, I am just that much better off. My husband's telling me all the time that I should do something as far as mental illness because we lived through some horrific things. And we know a lot. I don't know everything. I don't know, but I can just offer my advice and our situation and what we've lived through and what I'm learning. Still to this day, 4 years later. What is the most defining moment of your life this far? Defining moment. This might sound very self important. I don't know if that's the right word to use. My defining moment of my life, and I have had a hellacious life. I've been through a lot. But when my son died and when we pulled up and the 4 cop cars were here, and what we went through at that time, and that I'm still here, and that I get up every day and I don't lay in bed, and that I still mourn for him every day. I still miss him every day. But that moment defined everything. Like, it defined me that I'm stronger than I thought I was. And I don't think that I'm meaning it like I don't care that he passed. I hope you understand what I'm saying. That moment defined my life. Not loving enough, and I don't mean I didn't love him, but I think we all go through things that, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda, should have said this, would have said this. I wish I was with him. Why didn't I go with him? Why didn't I make him? Just, oh, the stuff. I mean, I texted him all morning, but um, and he told me he loved me, before. I mean, I didn't know obviously he was doing that, but like, so that defines, now that defines me in a way of just being stronger than I ever thought I could, because one of my biggest fears in my life, and my husband tells me all the time, to quit giving action to words, quit saying things, whether it be negative or whatever. I would always be afraid. My cousin and I would always talk about losing one of our children. I mean, years before this even was a thing for me, but how devastating. We had had a friend that had lost a child. Anyway, and that was such a big fear of mine, and then it came true. And the fact that I sit here today with you guys, between all the chronic illness stuff that I go through, which is really a battle every day, and you guys who know, who have any type of illness, mental, chronic, whatever, physical, how sometimes it could be just such a hard thing to go through. But the fact that I just sit here today and I try to help others, and I try to spread what I do know and what I can do, and help disabled people know that we're not worthless, and help newbies out, and just and be inspired and inspire others. Oh geez, I could go on. I should do my own tags. Make up my own questions. In the haste of your daily life, what are you not seeing? The beauty of everything. Sometimes, I mean, I sit here and I look out my art room window, or in my living, wherever, and I'm a big nature freak. Um, but I don't see the beauty of life. I don't see the beauty of life every day. Oh, my ear is itchy. Whew. Doesn't that mean something if your ear itches? Um, I I'm not, I don't see the beauty in it all the time, when I really should. I really should, because sometimes I get, this isn't my whole life. I don't always get uh, so involved in my own self, of poor pathetic me. You know what I mean? I have those, maybe once a month, twice a month, every other month, it depends. I have a moment where I'm just like, why? And sometimes I forget about the beauty that is out there, the beauty in my animals, the beauty in my daughter, the beauty in my husband, the beauty in being able to cook dinner every night, the beauty in nature, and just everything, seeing the birds, and oh geez, yeah. I'm not gonna keep going on. If life is so short, why do we do so many things we don't like, and like so many things we don't do? Because I'm a stunad. I don't know. I told my husband this summer I want to start, because my husband works from home, and he works very hard. He's a writer. He works very, very hard for big companies. It's hard because he's on call. And because we're East Coast in Jersey, he works for some California companies, and they're not. They're 3 hours behind us. So when we're sitting down for dinner, 5 o'clock, or he sits down at 7 o'clock at night, there's a company, the companies are out there still working and emailing him and that type of thing. So it's hard to have a schedule. But I told him I want to, we love going out and taking pictures, and we love going to the beach. Like, there's so many things we've just not done. We want to go to the horror convention, and that's up the road, and so many things that we really just have to make an effort to do, to get our lives back on track. We've been so lost for the past few years because of so many things, that you just lose the things that you love, and I want to get them back. um what lifts your spirits when life gets you down? The sun, my dogs, my cats, my daughter, my husband, uh good food. I don't know what the heck that noise was. Good food, arting, journaling, painting, your comments, your emails. I can't be sad or anything like that when I start reading your comments and your emails. Some make me pee my pants laughing. Some of them just warm my heart. Your emails, some make me sad that you're in pain, uh, in any capacity, and some are just so loving, and that a video of mine helped you get over a bad time. I mean, it's just, those things just really lift my spirits. Have you regretted something you did not say or do? I always regret going with my son not going with my son when he was going to put his car through the car wash, as that was the last thing he left here to do. um And I don't even know at that moment, I can't recall if I wanted to go or didn't go. I, I guess that's more, I wish I knew, but my husband says he probably would have done it if not that day, another day. So I don't know. Has your greatest fear ever come true? Yes, I lost my son. Losing a child, I think I know losing parents and stuff, and I don't really deal with my parents much. So losing them wouldn't be a hole in my everyday life, because they're not part of my everyday life. However, I don't know how I would react if I lost one of them, because I think it's different knowing they're there. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I think there would always be a sadness when it comes to that. Um, so you know Why do we think of others the most when they're gone? I don't know. I think because we take so much for granted. I take for granted my daughter's there. Although I'm somebody, I try to say I love you, or try to, I can be, like I said, negative. I don't want to sit here and toot my own horn. Um, was the fact that I was going to grab my boob and go toot toot, was that wrong? I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I'm just being silly. Oh dear. Um, but I just think because there's regret. I think because you don't maybe tell them that you love them or value them as much as when they're alive. I think when it's a close family situation, whether it's your kids, husband, parents, whomever, uh, we just always assume that they're going to be there. So I think we don't consciously make the effort, and I think we really do have to consciously make the effort. And, like I said, most of the time I do. There's times I don't. So, that's something to work on. And the last question is, what is your most beloved childhood memory? My most beloved childhood memory is going to Canadota Lake in the summers with all my cousins and my grandma and my grandfather, and we would go up there for the summers, and we'd go fishing and to the beach and just do so much stuff. It's by Lake Erie. And every summer, and it was just, we'd go down, and me and my cousins would just be bad and be silly and just have fun, and we go down and get the fresh donuts and just the candy and riding the bikes and just playing at the pinball arcade. And oh my god, those are times I wish that I could have back. I have a few things that probably could be a good childhood memory, but I think that is the most. Sometimes I can smell that smell of like the fresh donuts cooking, and it just takes me back. And I miss that, being young, and I want to say being young and stupid, because you don't realize, we always want to grow up so fast. Almost cursed there. We always want to grow up so fast that you don't realize that, then we grow up and it's like, oh my gods, But you don't realize, really, just enjoy every day. And that's a goal that I've been trying to live recently, is to live every day the best that I can, not beat myself up, and just do the best that I can every day, instead of sitting and worrying about next week, next month, because I know as a fact that those times might not come, and wasting today isn't going to change that. So, I'm just trying to be more present. That's what I'm trying to do. So anyway, oh dear, 13 and some minutes of me yabbering, and I could have went on. Y'all know. So I'm going to put the link down below for Dave's channel. His name's David Nicholson, but I'll put his link down below. It's Dave's tag, and I'm going to put the questions down below as always, and I would love for all of you to answer this. I'm going to say, which I know she probably will do this, my Marianne McMillan, I love you, girl. I love watching your answers. You know who Angie Lupus Life, because I just adore her and just want to kiss her all over. I love her. I don't know if Gina Aarons and Claudia Rossi would do this. I don't know if they do tags. I've not seen them do tags on their channel. So I'm going to name you girls. But if you don't do tags and it's just not your gig, I'm not going to be mad. It's just, I'm throwing it out there. You know who else I would love to see is Callie Black. I would love to see you do these too. Oh, I could name 1,000 people, but really, I love you all. You know that. So if you're watching this and you want to do the tag, I would love it. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, be kind to each other, because you never know about somebody else is fighting. Do you know well, I got a vlog coming up, so I'll talk about that kind of thing. I'm not going to waste them on a tag. But I love you guys. You guys are so loving and so supportive, and I could not ask for better. I just never in a million years would have thought that you all would help me and bring me comfort through bad times that I've been going through. Um, like I said, even on my worst days, you guys make me smile, and I'm just so blessed. So I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my vlog or next video. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.